So hello everyone, it's your Beauty 87 here, and today I decided we were gonna do a look with the Nabla, what is this? Cutie palette. I bought the wild berry one because of course that was my favorite color out of all of them. The other one, the platinum one, I wasn't feeling too much, and then the what is it? The I always forget the corally looking one. I forgot the name of it. I don't remember. But yeah, so this is what my palette looks like. This shade came crushed, this one right here, in Incense. I think that's what it's called. So obviously I won't be using it, but I pressed it back in. I called Ulta because that's where I bought it from, and they said that they were gonna send me another one out. So I'm like, I'm gonna just use this one, and if that one isn't pressed up, you might see it in the giveaway later on, since you know y'all know me, I like to do my little giveaways. So I'm like, you might see in a giveaway later if you know the new one they send me isn't broken, which is really what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that one's not broken too. But they sent it like in this little bubble envelope, so I'm figuring since it didn't put fragile on the palette anywhere, not on the palette, but on the like the bubble wrapped envelope anywhere, so they probably dropped another box on it, or anything could happen at the post office, y'all. Especially since they overworked too. At least that's what Tiff Jeff here on YouTube said, and she works at the post office. So she was like, they pulling the numbers higher than they do at Christmas time. Y'all know Christmas is when it be popping and everybody be ordering everything and doing everything. But you gotta think, if you can't go to clothing stores and buy clothes, people are buying clothes online, people buying makeup online because they can't go inside the store and swatch it. People buying a whole bunch of stuff online. So it's like, I can understand how she's like super busy, because she hadn't made a video I think in like 2 or 3 months, at least a makeup video. I think she had like a quarantine video of what she was doing throughout the day at her house and some other stuff, but she had not made an actual video in a while. And I was like, okay, girl. I was excited to see her back with a haul though. I was like, yes, Tiffany girl. And she actually responded to my comment. She was talking about the Versali Skin Tone Blur and how she really liked it. And y'all know I did that video on comparing the Versali Skin Tone Blur to the new e.l.f. $10 primer. So I told her about it. I'm like, girl, you need to go get the e.l.f. one. It's only $10, girl. And she was like, oh no, don't tell me that. I'm like, girl, yes, they got one that's duping the liquid glass too, if you're interested in trying that one out. I couldn't remember the name of it. I think it was like a glow one or something. And it's only $8 on Ulta's website. But with the skin tone blurring one, or whatever, what is it? I think it's called blurring primer serum. You have to get that one off their website. So I was like, okay. So I'm like, rush over there and hook that up real quick, girl. So now when you got to pay the $54, because she buys like the little mini ones, because only 20 bucks. And I'm like, girl, just get you a big one. That little small thing is not going to cut. That little baby is not going to cut it. I know I stopped buying the Versali Skin Tone Blur once the e.l.f. came out with that thing, because as soon as my girl It's Glam XO Beauty talked about that, I think I left her IG page in the description box of that video, because I was just like, yes, girl, coming through with the deals. Look at God. So I'll be finding resources from all types of places. I don't just depend on myself to do, get ideas, but I always try to make sure I give the person credit about the idea, because it's like, I know if I came up with an idea, I'd want to, you know, be acknowledged for it. So I try to make sure I do that. I always talk about the person and whatnot. So far I'm liking the way the purple blended out really nice, and it's a really nice color. Lately I've just been, as you can see, I've changed up the way I do my eyeshadow. I started on the outer V now and like go forward. I usually go the opposite way, but I don't know, lately I've just been trying to switch it up. So next I'm going to go into this Venom color right here. And I'm trying to decide what shimmer to use, because I'm thinking about going on Instagram and using the Alchemist 2.0 and just using this Botanical Baby. I think that's what it says. No, Botchelic Baby. I think that's how you say that. I'm not sure. But at the same time, I'm thinking about just putting this on the lid now and just using that one as an inner corner, since I have this smash shade. If this shade wasn't smashed, I'd probably go in with this on the lid and then maybe that in the inner corner. But we can't do that because, you know, my palette got messed up. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to take this shade and just put it toward the front of the eye and kind of blend it into the darker shade I just used. I feel like the world is just in a really, like, sad and depressing state right now. It's just, but I'm appreciating that other countries are like standing with us when it comes to the George Floyd incident, or death, I should say. I really, really appreciate that. So if you're a viewer who watches in a foreign country, I appreciate it. Thank you for standing with us in our time of need. Now, I'm noticing though that some brands aren't like posting anything about it, and like those brands, I hate to say, I kind of like just took off my Instagram. I was like, you're not like posting about it. That says to me you don't care about what happens to people that look like me, yet you still think I should give you my money. And sister girl's not with it. She's not with it at all. So a lot of brands, I like brands I automatically just knew were not going to post anything about it. I just took them down. And some brands surprised me, they actually did post something. And I was like, oh, okay, I see you. So the ones that didn't, my list got smaller substantially, because I noticed I had to get rid of like quite a few brands. I was at like 4 something with people I follow. Now I'm at like 360 something. I think I was at like 412 or maybe 432, something like that. And then I looked up and I was at only like 367 or 362, something like that. I'm like, wow. So I had to get rid of this many people because you didn't want to say anything. Okay. Like, it's good to know where your head is, so that way I know where my money can stay in my pocket. Or at least not go to anything else from you, since you didn't think enough to say anything. Now, I know some people said they didn't necessarily know what to say. And again, I admire you just for saying you're not sure what to say, but you at least said something as opposed to saying nothing. Because when you say nothing, it just makes it look like you don't give a damn. At least when you say, I don't know what to say, but, you know, my heart goes out to you or something like that, you have said something. As opposed to saying nothing and just looking like, you know, this isn't affecting my community, so I don't give a damn. Because I heard one of my favorite YouTubers, she was like, she didn't know what to say. Karen Harris, if you all watched her Pat McGrath live swatching video, she was like, she didn't know what to say, but like, you know, she was heartbroken, and she did feel for the Black community. And I'm like, to me, you just said enough, because at least you said something. If you had said nothing, then I'd just been like, well, so it doesn't apply to you, so you don't care. So I appreciated her saying that, as opposed to, you know, not saying anything at all, and then me just being like, oh, so you just don't give a fuck about people that look like me because this don't involve you. Okay. So sometimes people don't understand. Maybe you should just say that if you don't truly know what to say, like she said. So at least it doesn't look like you just, you know, out here not giving a damn about anybody that doesn't look like you. Because when stuff like that happens, that's all it says to me. I think I'm going to take this KVD Vegan Beauty Brush. I'll probably take this part to do the inner corner and maybe some lower lash line work. And then I'm going to take this part to do lower lash line work as well. Since this is the last eyeshadow palette I'm using today, we can go all out and do all of the stuff I normally do. Or all the stuff I would normally do if I could, you know, if I didn't have to make 2 and 3 videos in one day. Oh, yeah, I needed that other detail crease brush. Let me grab that real quick. Because we're going to go over the top of it with botanical juice. So we're going to go over the top of this right here, this color botanical juice. But for right now, I'm just going to smoke out the lower lash line. So I'm going to start off with that blackberry color, and then I'm going to go underneath it with the venom color. We're basically going to mirror the bottom with the top. So I'm going to take the big side and start dusting underneath here. And then I'm going to take that darker shade, the lighter shade, more fuchsia, plummy shade, and dust underneath there. I don't like some of the stuff I'm seeing when it comes to like the protests and stuff, and let me explain why. It's because of they're trying to make it seem like it's just black people just looting and all that stuff. I've seen pictures online of white people going to stores and grabbing stuff too. So it's like, don't just, as the media normally does, trying to make it seem like it's just us that is doing things. It's like, it's not just us. But other people are going out and doing stuff too. And they're not showing them. They're just making sure they show us. So it makes it seem like, oh, we're rowdy and we're this and we're that. It's like, no, we just tired of you and your bullshit. That's all it is. Because you immediately get justice when it's for someone for you, but when the shoe's on the other foot, I'm just supposed to be like complacent and okay forever. Like, no. Everybody's tired of that. I love people trying to make their smart ass comments about, oh, well, you know, burning down, looting and burning down, blah, blah, isn't gonna bring him back. And some guy made a comment to this guy. He was like, you going over and bombing Middle Eastern countries isn't gonna undo 9/11 either. I was like, I bet you was quiet then. Because y'all sure went over there and did all that after 9/11 happened. But, you know, you don't try to tell me how to feel and what to do. And then some lady was like, had made a comment about how is these protests and rioting in the street gonna you know, help a situation. And another girl made a smart comment too. She was like, I don't know, but she was like, they tried to protest peacefully and you didn't like that either. So I'm like, exactly. The guy kneeled down on one knee, lost his job and all this other stuff. And then whenever someone else does it, you have an attitude. But it's like, again, when the shoe's on the other foot, when people calling y'all Karen, I'm supposed to feel bad. Why? You're not feeling bad about murdering one of my brothers in the street and not doing anything about it. But I'm supposed to feel bad about calling you Karen because you want to go get your hair done, but there's like a pandemic on the loose. I'm supposed to feel bad for you, but when the shoe's on the other foot, you don't feel bad for me. Why should I? You made it very obvious that, you know, it's one-sided. So it can be one-sided, but don't expect everybody to feel bad for you when, you know, something goes down, when it's always one-sided and it's always only supposed to be about you. That's not how it works. You're not the only person that has feelings. You're not the only person who goes through things. And the fact that you think that your things are more important than other people's and everybody's going to jump on board is not okay. I'm just taking the botanical juice color I told you about. I wish I had better brushes here, but again, I just have whatever I left here, so I have to work with what I got, because I'm really not liking the way the lower lash line looks, but I didn't have any better brushes to use on it, so we're going to have to go with this. I mean, not that it looks bad, it's just like I feel like it could look better with the right brush that, you know, doesn't exist at this house. And I still got to put the lid color on. Just realized I still hadn't done that. Because it looks actually pretty nice without it. But, you know, I don't want a random white lid. We need to use one of these shimmers. So, I think I actually am just going to wait to use the Alchemist one. I will swatch it, though. But I think we're going to put the baby color on the lid. And then I might just put the Alchemist color in the inner corner just for today. Or I might use it as a topper on top of them and use them both. I don't know yet. I'm excited about the new Fenty release when it comes to like the lipsticks, because I saw Andrea Renee's swatch video, and since we're the exact same color now, I know which colors to buy as opposed to like having to guess and hope they look okay. Since she did her video early, because I know Auntie Jackie you ain't gonna see that no time soon. I'm not even gonna look for it. I'm gonna just go off what Andrea put up and do it that way, because I'll be waiting forever, child, if I wait on that. Let me see. I'm going to take this Wet n Wild and Pac-Man brush, as you can see. Really cool. It has a little sequence that falls in it. But I'm going to take that to put the shimmer on the lid. But I'm going to swatch both of them so we can see what they look like. So this is what the shades look like. Yeah, Alchemist, I feel like it'll go perfect in the inner corner. We'll just stick to the pink on the lid. So I'm going to start off using the pink on my finger and seeing how I like that. Since I already had to swatch it anyway, I figured I'd just go ahead and tap it on with my finger. And then I'll probably take the brush and put more detail on it a little later, because I feel like it's not as pigmented as I wanted it to be. So maybe with this brush, that will help pack on more of a punch. Oh yeah, see, that's what I was looking for. I just should have used the brush to begin with. You get a light tap when you use your finger, but you get way more pigmentation when you use the brush. So little bit on the other side there. I'm anxious to go watch Mel Thompson's video because she posted one about how she was gonna, I think it said we need to talk or something like that. So I'm like, okay. I'm interested to see what she has to say about it. So I'm gonna probably go watch that after I'm done hooking this look up. Yeah, so this is what we working with, this what the look's looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my Fenty mascara today. I have the Damn Girl mascara from Too Faced as well, but I'm gonna just stick to the Fenty one today. And we're gonna put this Alchemist color in the inner corner because, like I said, I don't have any other colors because my other shade broke. So let's just take Alchemist real quick and pop her in the inner corner to get that extra little pop. And the next time I'm gonna do a more smoky look on Instagram with this, or I might just do a 2 looks with this palette and just do that look another day and then upload this. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm like, since it's so small, I don't want to do that and then, like, you know, the Instagram look be looking really similar to it. So I think I'm gonna just do this one look here and then we'll do one for Instagram and call it a day. But this is the finished eye look using the Nabla, what is this? Cute palette. Oh wait, no, I was gonna put something in the waterline for once. So I have the plum eyeliner from Persona Cosmetics, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the waterline. I like to layer mascaras as a general rule, but I think I'm gonna just do one today because I'm not going anywhere tonight. So I don't have to be looking at me. I'm extra cute and sexy. I just keep it simple. But yeah, this is what we looking like. I'm tempted to draw a wing, y'all. Like, I'm really out here trying to be extra and attempted to draw a wing. But we're not gonna do that. Like I said, since I'm not going anywhere, I'm not trying to be super, super extra, but just we'll keep it at a minimum extra. So like I said, I'm gonna take the Fenty mascara, put that on real quick. I think this eye look goes perfect with this lip. Like, y'all, like, it is perfect. Now I'm probably about to go downstairs and get something to eat because I haven't eaten since, I want to say, like 12:30, 1 o'clock. That's why I didn't, like, reapply lipstick for this video to make it look nicer because I was like, I'm finna go eat. And it actually didn't wear off that much when I did eat the first time. So I'm like, okay, cool. I am so excited to get this Pat McGrath palette in the mail, y'all. Like, I was up at 8:30 and I just happened to go check the site again and then it said add to bag. I was like, yes, please. So I got the pink packaging and then I bought a Divine Rose full-size lipstick because I didn't want my mom to have to dig through all my lipsticks to find, like, the baby one that I had. So, I mean, I wish I had bought it in the sale like I said I was going to. So that way I would have, you know, already had it and she could just grab the big one. But, you know, not that big a deal. It's not like it's like the lipsticks and it's like 38 bucks. I was thinking about doing a best of Pat McGrath and, like, ranking all the Pat McGrath products I own in general, since y'all seem to really like when I do Pat McGrath things. So let me know if you think that's a good idea. And I will try to get on it when I get back home because I don't have all my Pat McGrath stuff here. And I'd like to actually show all of it, not just be like, oh, this thing, and then I have to, like, you know, pop up a picture later on or whatever. I'd rather just, like, show you all the things. So when I get home, I can do it. If you all are interested, let me know. But anyway, this is my finished eye look. As you can see, I got the mascara on and everything. Using the Nabla Cutie palette. Like I said, I wish it turned out a little bit better, but since I don't have all the brushes I normally like to use for eye looks here, I had to use what I had. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I would recommend that you try the palette. It's the same as the other Nabla formula. It's really nice. I feel like the one in the original palette is a little bit better than that one, but I mean, like, it gets the job done and it's really nice for the price point. I might say wait till they have a 20% off coupon though, if you can, just because it is $24 and it's kind of, you know, small for $24, but it's not like it doesn't have good quality. It's just small for the price. And when you think about it, since it's 6 shades, you're only paying $4 per shade, so that's not too bad. But like I say, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll see you guys in the next one.